This is my NBA 2K26 gameplay breakdown of every single thing I saw and my thoughts on them. Not gonna waste any more time. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let's go! Alright, so first thing we're gonna talk about is screens. And by the way, I'm going off my team experience and this little play now experience. So look, we ended up using Jokic, and yes, he has strength. And when I try to set a screen, Shea would get through them sometimes, but other times he get clipped badly. So I feel like it's a good mixture of both. You know what I'm saying? I feel like sometimes somebody will get clipped really badly and sometimes it goes straight through. I don't feel like it's really OP. Didn't really get a chance to use the new screen mechanic because I wasn't playing on the center where I played my team. And obviously in play now you got to use the whole team, so I couldn't be the center to set a screen. But other than that, I feel like screens is definitely decent enough. Now quick catch and shoots, I was using Clay. It was an adjustment for sure. I feel like it'll be effective for guards out the corner, but the taller players I think it'll be hard to use. And when I say that, I mean like look, when I started off doing a quick shot with Clay, it was kind of hard to green, but after I kept trying and kept shooting with it, it definitely got a lot easier. But I tried one time with PJ Washington. I'm like, man, I cannot green this. You know what I'm saying? I'm good at 2K, bro. I promise I'm good at 2K for the people that hate. But man, it just felt harder to try it on taller players. But Clay was definitely good enough for the quick shooting. Now dunk meter, I used AE. AE has the highest dunk I believe on the game, if not one of the top 5s I believe. Now the meter does get shorter when somebody that's a good defender comes in the paint. I know a lot of people don't like that. I know a lot of people like when the meter just stays the same. But in this game, at least for the play now and for my team, I literally tried to dunk and somebody was right on the rim and I missed it. But look, if you're trying to dunk on somebody that has no defense, I feel like the meter is so green. I feel like it's super easy. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's super easy. When I was going against Cam Thomas, I feel like it was so much easier to dunk, bro. I feel like it was so much easier to dunk on Cam Thomas. Overall, I think the dunk meter is better than last year, but I still don't think it's overpowered. Now for finishing layups, I'm gonna be honest, bro. Layups in general, bro, the floaters and scoops are gonna be soup. You know what I'm saying? The floaters and scoops are gonna be soup because I tried Devin Booker floater. I also tried Trae Young floater. OP, just like 2K23. I believe it's 2K. No, 2K24. My bad. The floaters are OP, bro. I'm telling you. Not so much the scoops. The scoops are pretty nice, but like in these gameplay, I was using scoops a lot. But just try to listen to me. Not just look at the gameplay. The floaters are soup. I'm telling you. With green and miss layups, though, I feel like it'll stop the unnecessary layups that shouldn't go in as well. So I feel like layups this year are definitely going to be a W. Now fadeaways, I use Shea. I didn't really know who to really use for fadeaways, so I just said, you know, I'm gonna just use Shea in the mid range. And I'm gonna be honest, tall players fading are about to be OP this year. I'm telling you, tall players in general. When I tried to do it with KD, he was unstoppable with the fades. Shea, you know, he's 6'6", he's not too tall, but he still barely gets contested. I feel like with the green window being how it is this year, man, the midi fades are gonna be nice, bro. It almost felt impossible to miss a midi with the stick as well. I feel like shooting with the stick is definitely going to be OP as well. I feel like y'all definitely have to get on that. And that's definitely the next topic. So the next topic is stick shooting. I was using Luka, and the entire day I was at community day, I was stick shooting. And the year prior, I'd never stick shoot, so it was kind of an adjustment. I was trying to just get used to it. You know what I'm saying? But literally when I shot with Luka, I feel like I could not miss a shot. I feel like I couldn't miss a shot. I feel like it was the easiest thing ever, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I'd highly suggest shooting with the stick because you could literally mistime the timing and still green a tempo. You know what I'm saying? 2K already talked about that. So like I said before, I'm gonna highly suggest you start stick shooting. Now dribbling. I started dribbling with KD. This was my first time dribbling with KD, so it wasn't amazing. You know what I'm saying? This was really my first thing I did when I got in there was dribbling with KD. What I will say though is that bigger players will move faster this year, 100%. Last year, big players could barely move. You had to do a whole bunch of cheese moves. Man, you could do simple moves and you're gonna be able to move on a bigger guard, bro. I promise. Now, smaller players still move close to the same as last year, but the game speed just makes it, you know, just look better. You know what I'm saying? But it's really similar to last year for the smaller guards. Now, even though the stamina is garbage, you can see that even big players get a burst. Like last year, big players didn't get a burst. But this year, big players like KD and Jason Tatum, Giannis, they got their own burst. I'm not saying it's OP, but they have a burst. Last year, you couldn't even move. I'm sure many people will shift to bigger players because of this movement for sure. Now we're gonna talk about rat passing. I know rat passing, you'll be like, yo, why are you talking about rat passing? Look, I gotta talk about everything. Everybody wants to know everything about the game. I got you. It's not much to even say about rat passing, but it'll be effective if you're passing to the corner. But one thing I did realize, I don't know if it's in the, I don't know. I should have looked at it more. But every time I rat pass, he did it with his right hand. Now I don't know if that's like something with the game or maybe, I don't know. But I passed it like 6 times, bro. It's all with the right hand. I don't know if it's a dominant hand thing or not. I think it is though. I'm not gonna say it is because man, we only had 8 hours, bro. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't really lab everything. But yeah, that's what I have to say about rat passing. Alley oops, I was using James Harden and John Collins. I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of the changing icons when you throw a oop. I'm gonna be honest. This is probably one of my least favorite things in the game. But every time I did time it, it felt amazing. It felt, I don't know, it just felt like, you know how you get a snipe in Call of Duty? I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. But bro, when you time a lob, it feels amazing, bro. But this year, for sure, lobs are gonna be at an all-time low in the game this year. I promise you. We're gonna go on to adrenaline. I use Trae Young. I'm gonna be honest, the stamina, well, all these players are garbage, so it's not even really a good example. But adrenaline bars don't go when you run anymore, but it goes away right when you get bumped. Right when you get bumped, you lose an adrenaline. Your stamina still goes down pretty quick though, like I said. But also you lose an adrenaline every time you dex. I don't have any clips. That's why I said just listen to me sometimes. Every time you dex, you will lose an adrenaline. I tried that at my team. I tried to cut one time, lost an adrenaline just like that. You try to dex back, lose another one. So I feel like I'm not gonna say it too early, but I feel like L2 glitching and all that, bro. Like you're not gonna be able to do that on the 2s in my team. You're not gonna be able to do that in 2s in general. But yeah, we're gonna go to the burst. So the burst, I use D Fox. Every single player has a burst. Like they don't have a hitch like last year. Every single player has a burst. But D Fox's in particular, it just looks clean to me. I'm gonna be honest. It looks like that could be the best dribble style in the game. I don't know the best dribble style. But looking at him and me playing with a lot of players, his looked the best to me. I'm gonna be honest. Like last year he had a decent one, but this year is really better. We're gonna definitely try out all the dribble styles and stuff. But Ja Morant player was definitely moving alright as well. So we definitely gonna talk about that later on. Now blow-bys, I was using Giannis. I didn't really know who to really use with this. The clips really don't show it justice, but because Giannis is literally dunking over everybody in these clips. But it was hard to get blow-bys, bro. I'm gonna be honest. It was really hard to get blow-bys, even in my team online. Like I know people gonna be like, you're playing AI, you're playing AI. Bro, we played my team too, bro. You know what I'm saying? When I tried to get them with other players, I was barely getting to the basket in my team. I was barely getting to the basket. So I say blow-bys are definitely not going to be as good. But I haven't tried blur takeover. I don't even know what NBA player has blur takeover, and nobody had takeover in my team. Now the plucks and blitz steals. Ooh wee! I was using Kawhi. Look, I couldn't even get any clips. It felt impossible. I'm gonna be honest, bro. If somebody is running straight into your body, bro, and you blitz them, you're not gonna get it. You're not gonna get it. And pluck steals, man. We played for 9 hours, bro. I played my team for like 2 hours. There wasn't one pluck, bro. So overall, I'd say, look, defense is looking pretty bad. I'm gonna be honest. Defense is looking pretty bad. I feel like the only way you can really get a stop is if you stay in front of them, and that's why I'm about to talk about bump defense right now. Bump defense, you can only get bumps when a person is running. So let's say somebody is standing still dribbling in front of your face, just doing combo. You can't do anything. Literally, you can't do anything. You might could get lucky and get like a little blitz steal, but those are so hard to get. It's like you might as well just stay in front of the defender. I'm not a fan of that, but when you do get a bump, they're pretty clean bumps. You do get good you do get good bumps. I'll say that. Now left stick canceling. I use Stephen Curry because he has the Curry slide. I don't know if y'all know, but Curry slide in this game is dope. It's amazing. You can left stick cancel out any move this year though. You can literally do a signature size up and do the left stick cancel. You can do the Trae Young and cancel back. You can do it with any move. You know what I'm saying? When I played with Curry and my team, I used the left stick cancel. I was getting open every single play, bro. That thing was crazy. All right, so now we're on contest system. I was using Jason Tatum because I like to use a lot of different players. I didn't want to use the same players over and over again. You feel me? But I'm not the smartest person to talk about contest systems on 2K. But if you are taller, you're definitely going to get a lower percentage of contested with smaller defenders guarding you. And this year, taller players will be playing more. I can guarantee you the way these NBA players are moving. So if you want to get more of a stops, I suggest you use taller players on defense. That's just me. Now we're going to limitless range. Limitless range with Curry. Look, I could barely get open. So these clips aren't doing it justice. But bro, when I played my team with Chimoma was using Curry and he was shooting from almost half court, bro. He was going crazy. So look, and that was a free agent card. So I'm going to say that limitless range is tough. But this is only off 8 hours of playing. But I think limitless range is going to be nice this year, bro. I almost ended this video without talking about quick stopping. Bro, I could only quick stop with Christian Braun. I'm going to be honest. Now look, there's a little stop where like you let go of everything. Every player can do it and they stop immediately and shoot it. But bro, when I did this quick stop, I tried to do this on every other player. I couldn't do it on any other player, but Christian Braun did it every time. I don't know if it's a dribble style or not, but I just had to add this in here. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video, man. Look, we locked in this year, bro. Spam 101 out. Let's get it.